Hi. Hi, Cancer. Welcome to the Black-Hearted Oracle. Now, before we get started, I'd like to pay homage and reverence to Mother Sustainer, Father Creator, and of course, my beautiful ancestors. Now, this is part 3 of your 4-part video series, and this is dealing with the obstacles blocking you from walking your path. Okay, let's get started. The first one you have is from the Shadow and Light deck, and it's number 20, Fairy of the Highlands. And it's time to be brave. The Fairy of the Highlands does not want to fight. She feels it is not in her nature. She wants to resolve disputes peacefully, but she will fight if it is a must come to that. And she is showing you now that you too have the means to stand up for yourself, even though you have almost chronically avoided conflict and allowed others to take advantage. It is time to take up this sword. Step into the part of yourself that knows how to take a stand. Speak the truth and not back down when the threat of conflict looms. It is time, and this time, giving up of what you have worked so hard for in order to avoid conflict or confrontation is no longer right. But now I must grow strong and take it up. And you must too. The thought of wielding it or hurting anything or anyone makes me sad, but I know what I must do. I must learn to fight the good fight and stand up for what I believe in. I must now take up my arms against this trouble and finish it for good. I will be fearless and strong, do what needs to be done. I may bathe my sword in tears, but I will no longer hold it back when the threat that approaches relies on my fear for its victory. I will no longer give away my power so easily. I will take back what is mine. The time of truce is over. It is time to speak your truth and to be strong. People have been taking over your ground, wanting what you have worked hard for, without doing the work themselves. Take advantage of your peaceful nature. Enough is enough. It is time to change this, to cut away the cords between you and those who have taken so much. Yes, it is sad, but do not allow your sorrow and guilt to neglect self-protection. Honor yourself. The next message comes from the Mermaid Oracle deck. And it's number 10, and it's Honor the Masculine. It says, respecting men, embracing the masculine divine. The next one is from the Sacred Vision deck, and it's 6, Patience, Something Greater. And it says, live your life as a fearless warrior who sees the world as being much greater than yourself. Be humble and patient, having faith in something more. As a bird soars high above for greater vision, we too should attempt to soar and see the larger picture we all are a part of. What can be greater than a winged one who flies thousands of miles a year in expression of its true nature? Would you go to the ends of the earth to find your true self? Imagine the courage and tenacity of that tiny beating heart, always in search of something greater. The purest nectar of the Great Spirit. Do you recognize this in yourself? The next set of messages come from the Abundance Angels deck. Sorry. Okay, that's not any short. And it says partnership. It says allow helpful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. The next one is unlimited ideas. It says your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. The next one you have is employment change. And it says your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each step of the way. The next one you have comes from the Blue Angel deck, and it's Queen of Fire, confident, warm, intelligent, graceful. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. The next one is the Ace of Fire, and it says great, exciting new opportunities, career advancement, change your life now. And the next one is Four of Fire. It says contentment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life, successful completion of a project. The Tower. This is 16, life experience. And it says a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings. And this one represents the Tower in the Tarot deck. And we finish off with the Chariot. It says an important achievement, self-discipline, and willpower, public recognition. And then we have 20, which is the Mouse. And it says little by little, be mindful of neglect, pay attention to the details, scrutiny, small details, fearful of life, and overanalyzing. The next one we have is 30, and it's the Rabbit, and it stands for Goddess Astora and Hermes and Freya. And it says, do not box yourself in. A vegetarian diet would be helpful. Plan wisely and recheck fertility, new life, leaps, and bounds in endeavors. And lastly, from the Black-Hearted Oracle, you receive 2. And the first one is Spirit Loves the Willing. And it says, have you ever had a dream that for whatever reasons you did not pursue, be it fear, time, faith, or lack of dedication, but deep inside it keeps calling out to you to be made manifest? Will you hear and answer the call of Spirit? If so, great, because the world needs more of us to awaken to our true path. You can be assured, that the knowledge and the help you need will be granted to you because Spirit loves the willing. Just step out on faith. Do the small things first. Spirit will help with the momentum. You just have to start. And the next one is number 42, and it is, are your emotions blinding you from the truth? And it says, is it fear, anger, grief, jealousy, sadness, frustration, loneliness, or just plain boredom? But just maybe it's the love, the joy, or the happiness. Whatever emotional state you find yourself in at this present moment has blinded you from your personal truth. Emotions are signals from the soul. So if your love has you seeing out of rose-colored glasses, please take them off. You are using joy as a band-aid for an ever-increasing void. The time has come for a deep-down soul healing. Yep, a soul cleaning. Enter the place you fear the most, that dark, deep hole in where lies your wounded inner child. But first you must confront your darker side. Trust me, it's time. How much longer will you deny all these things you're trying to hide? That pain and false pride is keeping you willfully blind. Yep, I really think it's time to open up that third eye. So now, Cancer, as you can see, this is saying so much to you about being stuck in this masculine energy. You know, that the aggressive nature of I will be respected. It's necessary to a point. But when you're only in your masculine energy all the time, regardless if you're male or female, that's not the point, because we all have both male and female, and masculine and feminine energies, right? So you're stuck here in this honor the masculine, whether it's a male in your life or you are stuck in, as a female, you're stuck in a masculine energy. Or if you're a male, you're stuck in this masculine energy. But what is needed is for you to think about this Queen of Wands energy. You know, because all these things are in reference to you because you topped off this area, right? So all these things are in reference to you. This is stretch your wings. It's time for you to pick up your sword and to be truthful with yourself. Pick up your sword and pick up your passion, because there's going to come something in your life that's going to force you to do these things. This is the Tower. This is something that happens out of the blue. You know, these are life-changing moments, and though sometimes they can be scary, they're absolutely necessary for our growth. But your passions and your patience would do you very well right now, because so many places it's telling you that it's time. It's time for you to do the healing. It's time for you to think about the little details that you might have been leaving out due to you being stuck in your emotions. You know, have a partnership with Spirit and do something creative. Like, is there anything that you have been wanting to pursue? It's time to do that. All the cards are saying that it's fully time for you to stand within your power. And stop seeking outside of yourself. Do the healing that is necessary for you to grow and move on your path and not stagnate your own life. You know, being fearful of it. Okay. The next set of messages is from the Chakra Oracle, and that was expansion. And it says, your life is changing as you move away from the old way of relating to others. New people are entering your life. Relationships may no longer work. You need to reach out to those who are in the same vibrational frequency of personal upliftment. Call upon higher companions to advise you at this time. And it says, you'll see it when you believe it. Seeking good advice is vital when you are pushing into new territory. Stay away from anyone who is critical of your dreams, as this indicates possibility changing your friends. How can I create powerful alliances? Are new people entering my life? Wise counsel, fruitful collaboration, spiritual support, state of uncertainty, being guided. Counseling, connections, and progress. Exactly, Cancer. It's time for you to boldly move forward, right? Because you have new partnerships to take advantage of. But what's going to be required is that you stand up in your truth. And that you have the patience. Because this card also speaks of you seeing the bigger picture through all of this. You know, think about these limitless ideas that you have. I mean, because the Magician is here for you. And just as this card spoke of rescuing yourself, of rescuing your darker self and your wounded inner child. But the only way you're going to do this is by standing up in your Empress mode. You know, she right here is one who's about to ascend to her throne. So you're rising up to become an Empress if you choose to. And if you're a lady and you happen to be pregnant and welcoming new life, then it is more urgent for you to be mindful of these darker energies. You know, work do the work for the expansion that you're looking forward to. Because there was also employment change. You know, move away from these petty energies and do the employment change that is necessary through a guided partnership. While you're here, make the decisions, because you have to look at things from a different perspective in order to see that you are the magician who has control over the light and the dark energies within yourself. The next message is service, and that comes with the Six of Cups in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Strength. Service says, the energy here is one of manifesting through being of service. This card indicates a steadfast ability to stay the course emotionally and create something sustainable and lasting. It can also bring to light not seeing or valuing what you have. Exactly as the Black-Hearted Oracle spoke of you, your emotions blinding you. It says, I attract to you whatever you desire if you give up your desire. Are you seeing your life as it really is? Though we may wish things to be different, often we create just what we need. This is an opportunity to look at where you are today. Give up what you think you deserve and start being of service. How does the idea of service inspire me? How can I make the most of my present situation? What can I give? Favoritism, unwillingness to compromise values, finding contentment, the joy of service, precious memories, compassion, loyalty, and strength. It's very funny how these cards work out. I love it. Okay, so what this is saying, Cancer, is you have to give up the past. The past is of disservice to you because you're not going to find your Ten of Pentacles here. But you do have to find the strength to boldly move forward into the expansion that you're looking for in a partnership. But within this partnership, you're going to have to be of service. This cannot be a one-sided street. You're going to have to put in the work in order to become the Empress, and to me, her counterpart, the Magician. Because you have to look at things from a different perspective. Be the Queen of Fire. You know, stretch your wings. It's time to fly. Don't underestimate yourself. The next set of messages come from same deck, and it is, sorry. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, sorry, I'm trying to figure out, remember how this came out. Okay, like this. All right. So now, Cancer, this one is called Perception. No, that's out of the shot. So, okay, it's called Perception. It says, Emerald offers a regal ability to see things differently and the chance of embracing transformation. There is an ability to attract wealth here if you have an open heart. It says, the heart knows what the eyes cannot see. Your reading is really, okay. It says, often your journey brings us full circle, leaving us to wonder why things happen. Emerald Stone teaches us to follow through on whatever is before us. Going back is not an option. What in my life needs tending. How good will I allow myself to feel? Transformation in the heart, changing in perception, the unknown, promise of a richer experience, beauty, open-heartedness, appreciation. Wow, Cancer. Okay. Remember just now, right? We received a card that told you that there was no more going back. Can't find it. Yeah. That there was no more going back, right? Because if you look at this, this is the 7 of Cups and this is the 6 of Cups. So one cup is missing. And the cup is, if you take away 6 of these cups, right? The only cup that is still there is your cup. The cup of love that you should always keep for yourself. Because 6 of these cups are no good. They're spilled out. And that has been the problem, is that you have been focusing on the external options instead of doing the healing that is needed. Because right now you're at a crossroad and both of these look like, unless you're willing to do the healing that you need, you're going to end up here, either which way. Because if you're trying to work on this past situation with this Knight of Wands person, or if you are this Knight of Wands person, this is the person who comes in and out your house, you know, the F-boy, the F-girl, you know, the Tatiano, you know what I'm saying, the players. So, but if you keep on messing with this person, it's going to cause a tower moment. This is the second time that you receive this. And what it's going to bring you to is a transformation. This is a death and rebirth cycle. But it seems like you're headed that way anyway, because, I mean, your heart looks like it has to be broken fully in order for you to even begin to start to do this healing. You know? Because you got to remember, the devil is here. But you also have the Empress. So if this is a situation really about a child, Cancer, just know that you're strong enough to endure this and you're strong enough to get over it. Because you are the chariot who can boldly move forward. But what's going to happen is you're going to have to pick up these passions of yours. And remember that there are unlimited ideas. And Spirit loves the willing. You know? The passions are necessary. And you're going to have to find your confidence in whatever situation this is. But stop being blinded by your emotions. Because change is definitely coming for you. It's here. Now, lastly, this one has a lot of messages. It's gratitude. Which, let me see. Oh, that. Okay, those are the clarifiers for these. Okay. Gratitude. I'm trying to get all the cards in the shot because it's a lot. Yeah. Okay. Even though this is, okay, sorry. I'm trying to figure out how to put them in there. Okay, so let's get to gratitude first. I'm trying to figure out how to put all the cards in the shot, but I guess I can't do that. Gratitude. Okay, it says, you are capable of more than mere mortal conversation. This is a time of enlightened communication, and you will rise the consciousness of others. You are stepping into self-mastery. The gift you see in others already lives within you. It says, I am so glad you are in my life. Gratitude raises your vibration to a higher level. If you are unhappy in a relationship, Lucy reminds you that it is always in your power to change it. There is no mystery to being a good person. Good people just do good things. Who is the person I admire most? How can I live at that level? Friendship, deep love, pregnancy, nurturing, unconditional love towards others, appreciation, recognition, and esteem. Okay, see, I mean, no matter how much I'm trying to get away from this pregnancy thing, it just keeps coming back up. So again, I will bring it up again. That no matter the situation that you find yourself in, you know, you're going to have to think about what you're holding on to. Because this is a person who, they already have their passion, right? But they've put their passion behind them, and now they're looking for another passion and looking out to the world to see where they're willing to go. I think they have forgotten the gratitude for this passion that they have that is already theirs. But you have an opportunity here, but the opportunity is going to be your personal truth. Now with the, let's do this. With the 2, on this side we received the 5 of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Chariot, the 8 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. Right? And on the other side, we received the 10 of Cups and the Sun. So right now, this is telling you that you need to change your focus. Let me push this over. Sorry. You need to change your focus. Focus mostly on your gratitude. Because again, this is a person who's crying over spilled milk. So if it's this pregnancy, last time I'm going to mention it. If it's this pregnancy, right, that has you in this state of woe is me and crying over spilled milk because whatever third party you are involved in, you know, whatever third party you were involved in, it has caused you now, that has spilled over. Those cups are empty now. And you've received the truth of that. But what that truth will do for you, if you're willing to change your perception of things and let go of the past and all of these options and boldly move forward doing your work about your passions, you know, what will happen on the other end of it is you will get to your 10 of Cups and your Sun card, which is, you know, the happiest card in the deck. But you need to change your perception and move away from these devil energies that is causing heartbreak, you know, and causing you to have to go through death transformations after transformation. It's time. So Cancer, I thank you for coming to the Black Hearted Oracle. I pray these messages found you well. I hope you find your higher self in the quiet places, and may Ma'at hold you in her loving grace. Ashe.